Hey, what's up, guys? Want to do a little update video, let you know what's going on. Obviously, I haven't made videos in like 5 or 6 days, something like that, and people are starting to worry. So, here to tell you everything's cool. I'm very happy. I'm freezing. That's why I'm wearing the Benchmade hat and two shirts. Actually, ironically, and I swear this wasn't planned, I'm wearing two YouTuber shirts. I got Condor 5x5's black shirt on top of Artisan Tony shirt underneath, which is awesome. So, Colonel Tony. But anyway, I want to just give you an update and let you know what's up and talk a little bit about some stuff. Obviously, tonight is the big presidential election in the United States. If you are a U.S. citizen, that means something to you. Even if you're, if you live outside the U.S., I'm sure it's of interest, at least for some of you. But regardless, it's a big day for Americans, and we're all eager to see what the deal is. So I'll stay up and, as long as it takes to figure that out. But I wish everyone luck, whoever you voted for. Although I believe our system isn't perfect, I believe we should all participate in it. And I hope you got a chance to vote if you're of age to vote and allowed to in this country. I posted actually mailed my vote in about 4 weeks ago. Because I happen to work on election day, I can get a absentee ballot. So I already voted, and I can openly tell you who I voted for. I voted for Romney. Um, Along the way, I think that it seemed like it's closer than it might actually be. I mean, it's almost like this year's debate, the presidential debate. It's like the media wants everyone to kind of think it's so close. I really don't think it's as close as people think, but it kind of pumps up the whole idea. And it's kind of like the storm. And just some general observations I've made is that the media really just takes things, they make a mountain out of a molehill. I realize that really is their job. Their job is to inform us, but of course, different networks put their own spin on things to present it in the way that they feel fit. But like even with this, the storm, Hurricane Sandy, it's a travesty, and a lot of people in Jersey got hit really hard, and it's horrible, and I feel very bad. There's obviously dozens of people who died in this, fallen trees. I read, and saw a whole bunch of heartbreaking stories, families torn apart for the rest of their life because of this storm. But how the media kind of pumped it up for everyone. I mean, not just where it was going to happen, but I'm talking, I mean, they kind of just, I guess it's better to over exaggerate so people over prepare as opposed to not being prepared enough. So I understand that, I guess, but even I feel like the media lately, it's just annoying. Watching the news, they're all different news channels. I mean, I have pet peeves for every single one of them for different reasons, and they pump things up. They make big deals out of nothing, but I suppose that nothing's changed. Business as usual. The news has always done that. But with this presidential election, although I voted for Romney, I'm not confident that it's like a landslide that he's going to win the election. I think Obama has obviously just as much of a chance, if not more, to some people. It's all perception. What I think is going to happen, it differs from someone else. We'll all find out tonight. But whoever wins, Romney, Obama, obviously one of those guys are going to win. But it's not going to be a third party candidate. But whatever happens, we'll all still be here tomorrow. And I hope whoever takes the position does the best they possibly can, to keep building our country and to do the right thing. Doesn't matter who gets the position. I think that either guy would make mistakes. They would mess up. Either guy would do some good things. It's just a matter of what issues matter to you. Obviously, a lot of people feel very strongly about politics and stuff. But I don't have to get into the whole thing about it. Obviously, we all have different opinions. It's nice to communicate with each other and, talk things out and get a better understanding of what our neighbors want in life and in our government and their opinions on things. That's fantastic. But it usually leads to arguments because people do feel very passionate about politics. Just like religion, it's just it's just frustrating sometimes and I had this conversation with a friend. For example, if someone voted for Obama the last term, and obviously he got to be president the last 4 years, and they didn't do, like, let's say Obama didn't do what this person who voted for them expected, it's like the excuses come out, and they'll say, well, he didn't have enough time, or, Bush screwed it for him, and all this, there's just excuses. And it seems like no matter what, those people, some of those people won't be happy. And it's just a little frustrating. Like if Obama loses, it'll be, oh, they didn't give him a chance. You know, he would have been the best president ever, and he didn't have enough time. And it's just excuses. If he does win, and he still doesn't get the job done in a lot of cases, it'll still be another excuse. Oh, he still didn't have enough time. 2 terms was enough. Bush really, made it hard for him. It's the hardest time in our economy ever. It's just one excuse after another. And another thing, it's just annoying in politics how things are presented to us as well. You can say Obama, and I forget where I heard this example, but specifically like with the economy and jobs, he may present it to you in advertisements and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you an advertisement I have here in a second. I want to talk about briefly about guns. But it may be presented to you like, since Obama's been in office, there's been 800,000 jobs. Okay. There may be 800,000 new jobs, but there might have been 1 million jobs that were lost or more. And someone used this example. Actually, you know what? I think I heard on Opie and Anthony, occasionally when I'm driving to work in the morning, the truck that I use has a satellite XM radio, so I listen to O&A, big fan. But anyway, I think they use the example like it's like going to Vegas. If you go to Vegas with 10 grand and you walk away with $500 worth of earnings, you can present that 2 ways. You can either say, hey, I won $500 in Vegas, or I lost 9,500. So instead of Obama saying, yeah, we lost millions of jobs, they obviously have to present, not Obama specifically, but just the cabinet, the whole government, they have to present it in a fun, happy, we're doing the right thing way, just to make us all feel good. But obviously some people are smarter than others, and we realize that, and we take it for what it's worth. But anyway, I'm not going to get into a whole slew of politics stuff. I just wish that if you went out and you consciously voted for someone who you really care to win, hopefully that works out for you. Half of us will be disappointed, half of us won't be. They'll be happy. Doesn't matter either way. We'll see what happens when it gets down to business. Time will tell whoever gets this presidency if they're going to do a good job or not. But I'm truly hoping whoever it is, they do a good job. Or at least, if they don't do a great job, they don't hurt us as much as possible. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I want to talk briefly about this advertisement. This is a pro-Obama advertisement. Some bad thing. You can read this side if you want, about how horrible Mitt Romney is. And this side, now let's see, this is from the International Union of Operating Engineers in Washington, D.C. And I like on the very bottom, the fine print, it reads, how you vote is personal decision. The International Union of Operating Engineers has taken the time to research candidates' records on the issues that matter most to the pocketbooks of members of the IUOE. Please consider the recommendation of the IUOE when in the privacy of the vending booth. Okay, so anyway, yes, it reads in big letters, so you cannot miss it, Obama is not going to take our guns. This happens to be the last political flyer put out. We did these today at work. And by the way, real quick, I haven't been around because I've just been busy. That's all. Before I get into this, winter's coming very fast. Obviously, I'm wearing the hat. I'm cold. I'm freezing. So I just put my heat on. Just got home, got done from work, and took Gus for a walk and stuff. And I've just been doing a lot of yard work for me and my friend's house because trying to get all the leaves and all the debris up from this storm before winter hits. Okay, because we don't want leaves and crap on the ground and a bunch of snow and ice on it. So regardless, I'm cool. Everything's great. If you heard anything bad about me, didn't happen. Just trying to do some life stuff. So I'm back. But anyway, yes, back to this. Obama is not, in red letters, not going to take your guns. Now, I'm not going to go into Obama and his stance on gun control and stuff like that. As many have pointed out, although he seems very anti-gun, so far he has not done anything. In the last 4 years, he has not changed or attempted to change any major gun laws. However, a lot of people feel like if he gets a second term, that's when he'll really push these issues forward. Regardless, it doesn't make a difference. The reason I'm showing you this is because I was observing the gun they use for this advertisement. And of course, it's just the go-to, what looks like an all-black Remington 870 to me. Okay, but I find it just stereotypical. When politics talk about guns to the general public, they can't put an Uzi on the front here. They can't put an AK-47 because for some reason, for the general public, This is a friendly gun. This is an okay gun to have. This is a gun that will protect you, Mr. Innocent, and protect your wife and your kids. The long sporting gun, notice the extra long barrel on there. It's not a pistol grip. Okay, you can see, where a shoulder stock is coming off the page, obviously. Extended barrel, shorter magazine tube. It's not tactical. I mean, I'm surprised they even went with all black. Obviously, if it was more sporting, I guess they would use wood furniture, but still, still stereotypical. This is what you're going to have in the house because you're just a hunter and you might want to protect your family. I just find it interesting that they can't use something that's more, unsheeple friendly. Something I love to see guns that a lot of us have. I love to see like a Glock on the front here, but they're not going to show that because it's stereotypical that gangbangers have Glocks and not real good citizens. So it was just an observation of mine that, of course, when you see advertisements for political stuff and things they're saying like we won't take your guns in this case, or guns aren't that bad, or whatever gist they're trying to get across, it always is the stereotypical 12 gauge. You know, it's not even like you can buy in this perspective. You can't even buy a gun for home defense. It's like, yeah, my granddad had a gun because he used to go duck hunting, and if someone broke in and was threatening my life, I could maybe use it, maybe just to scare them a little bit. It's just this whole persona of these are okay. Obama is not going to take your guns. Well, is he going to take our AK-47s? Is he going to take our pistols? I don't see any pistols on this page. In fact, I don't even see guns. I see one gun. And this is the sheeple-friendly, okay, fine. I don't like guns, but you can have that one. That one's not as scary. So, just an observation. Enough about politics and that crap. I'm going to do a new EDC video pretty soon. I just been behind in everything. I didn't even shave. I feel all scruffy and crappy and just this. I got a lot of cool things going on. I'm planning for Christmas. Obviously, that's around the corner now. Trying to get some stuff done. Yeah, EDC changed a little bit. I'm getting into kind of smaller fixed blades again. You will see a brand new custom fixed blade by a YouTuber who's trying to start his own business doing knife making, which is pretty interesting. I have an unboxing video I recorded, which I will upload pretty soon for you. EDC that today. Love the knife. Very comfortable to carry. I love just, not even to do with his knife is actually really nice. And you'll see a little bit more in detail with the unboxing, but he has a tech lock on his sheath, and I just love the tech lock system. It's so universal. It's so fantastic for any fixed blade, large or small, for belt carry, or even if you were to put on a bag or something. Fantastic. If you ever are trying to find out ways to mount a fixed blade to yourself or your gear, tech lock. Look it up. TEKLOK. Fantastic stuff. I should probably do a video just on the tech lock if I have not already. I might have, not sure. But anyway, besides that, I do have a backlog of a bunch of knife stuff. Besides that, I also want to do some Zippo things. Yes, I still have this huge stack of awesome, awesome postcards you guys sent me. And I'll be reading all these as promised on camera. I'm going to do some more storytime videos. Another book review, gun-related book review, which is really awesome. And I think if you're a gun guy, it's a must-have. I'm looking around my desk. I got all kinds of stuff. The watch. Yes. Actually, it's on my dresser because I've been wearing it today. I will do a watch review of that watch. And someone also said, like, oh, I'm waiting so long for that Ivica watch review. I will review that one as well, I promise. What else? There's so much. There's so much. So little time. The usual. What you're already expecting and the unexpected. That's just how I roll. You know that by now. Most of the time, you know what I'm going to do, and then sometimes I do something really wacky and off the wall. Sometimes people like it, sometimes people don't, but it's cool. I always go back to the normal stuff. Going to do some more hot sauce reviews, but not for a little while yet. I have other things I want to do first. Definitely want to get some knife reviews out of the way, some flashlight reviews. A couple gadget/tool things going on too lately that I've been using. I want to do another video. Probably, I can promise this is the last one, but it's on the FU-42. I have two more examples of the FU-42 battle song. These are some of the originals, and this is on loan from someone, and I want to get it back to them, so I want to push that video. And basically, it's going to prove something. It goes back to the old argument. I don't really want to poke an old wound, because I know it's very sensitive for a lot of people, that whole issue, which is so stupid, because why would you be sensitive to it? I don't know. People take things sometimes a little bit too personally. I can understand if you're the person making those, you can take offense to it, or if you're the person who doesn't want, who's losing money from. Anyway, as a customer, as us knife people, I don't know why you'd be that. I understand the passion for knives. Believe me, I'm very passionate about knives, but to be so angry that other people are wasting their money, it just sometimes it seems a little silly. But I get it. I still understand it. Also, besides all this other nonsense, it's not nonsense. It's awesome. I don't know why I said that because it is really cool. I love my knives. But I want to do more case stuff. Specifically slip joints, but obviously I have a lot of examples in case knives. And I want to talk about some different slip joint patterns, possibly the history of them. The melon tester video went over pretty well. A lot of people are interested in that. I like a lot of the younger viewers. If you guys are watching and you're like anywhere from 12 to 18, you get a lot of exposure to tactile knives, black knives, big knives, frame locks, brand new steels. I want to talk more about the old school knives. Okay, slip joints. This one's that CRKT Texas toothpick, which I EDC'd yesterday. There's nothing wrong with these knives. They work great. Your fathers, grandfathers, great grandfathers, their fathers, those are the kind of folding knives they've used. And although I love a good tactical knife, for the most part, they're more than we really need. Of course, I do prefer it anyway, but I like traditional knives too, and I like to expose that to a lot of people who maybe don't have as much interest in it, because once you start learning about some of these things and how rich the history is, it could be very fascinating. And even if you're not looking to buy them, you can be interested in the subject in general. And what's cool about slip joints too is if you, let's say you take a tactical knife or like a balisong or something, unfortunately, you have to put out a decent amount of money to get a good quality example of that. Yes, there's cheap tactical knives. You can get a tactical knife for $10, but watching YouTube videos, you always feel like it's doesn't quite match up to what other people are showing, because it's not what other people are showing. You get a general consensus. You're watching YouTube videos, people are showing $50 knives, $100 knives, $500 knives, and a lot of people watching it is like, oh, looking at their little Smith & Wesson, having fun flicking it out, but still feeling left out. What's awesome about slip joints is that, I can be talking about a specific pattern. Be talking about like a doctor's knife, a doctor pattern, and you can be really interested in it, and you can go get one for $10 and love it. You don't have. It's like if you're doing a review on a custom folder for $500. There's nothing that's going to give you that same satisfaction. It's just you can't. You have to get that one to know what that feels like. But just interesting, something different. So, what else is going on? I spoiled Gus, and I ordered his Christmas present early, which is going to be a surprise. You'll see that. And yes, I did not forget about his little contest. I'm going to announce a winner pretty soon. One of these days, I'll look at it and do a random, thing for the comments. Big boy, 2 years old, and I forked over some dough for a special present for him. And this year's, as far as Christmas is concerned, it's all about function. It's nice just getting things we like, frivolous things we don't really need but we just want. That's okay. That's human nature, and everyone's allowed to do that. But I'm trying to focus on if I'm going to spend money on people for gifts and stuff like that, just function. Something they can really use and enjoy. And as far as Gus is concerned, I mean, he's my dog. It's not a son or daughter. I don't have to constantly put money into him. I feel very fortunate. He's a big part of my life. I love him to death, and I want. There's something he's missing right now, and this gift will be a solution to what he's missing. So there's not a whole bunch of things I can get a dog, but it is going to be really, really cool, and you'll see that. I'm very excited about it. So hopefully when that comes, I'll do a video on it, which is awesome. And besides that, I don't know. That's it. I'm gonna go shave and shower, and I gotta clean my house still, and I ain't gonna upload this video. So I'm totally okay. Thank you very much for the nice messages. If I leave for a couple days, doesn't mean something's wrong. I just live in life. That's all. I wish I could bring a camera everywhere I go, and constantly just upload videos to YouTube. So you guys, and I would, and you know what? A lot of you guys would still watch it. Half of you are here to watch the information. Like if I'm doing a review on something, you want to know about that something. And the other half are just interested in me, it's a very strange thing. And a lot of people on YouTube are starting to get that, where people are watching just for them. And I get messages sometimes from other YouTubers who are, or pretty big channels, and they're like, isn't it weird when people want to know what you're doing all the time? And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's weird, but somehow flattering and nice. And after a while, you just get used to it. And believe me, I'm a viewer too. I don't just make videos. I subscribe to like 400 people. And there's people who I watch who it's no different. I want to see what's going on in their life. It's a weird fascination. It's kind of like watching a reality TV show. The only difference is that you get to communicate with the person you're watching. And so it's just fascinating. It's human nature. We're curious people. So that's it. Good luck with the voting tonight. Like I said, hopefully you guys got out there and voted. And just want to let you know I'm okay, perfectly healthy. I feel very fortunate, very lucky to have all you guys and the people in my life who care about me and people who I care about. And that's it. I will mention one more thing, and this has nothing to do with my channel or knives or anything like that. It's a personal thing, but I will share with you. I did mention in the tags that I went out on a date, met a new girl, very, very sweet girl. Not going to get into specifics, but Brazilian girl who I met online, college girl, young. It's actually funny because I'm not old. I'm only 27 years old, but I feel like she's actually a little bit too young for me. She just turned 20. And it's not young, obviously. I can go out with 18-year-olds if I want. But we didn't really connect. She's very sweet. But what I mean we didn't connect is that I felt like I was more mature in what I wanted. Like I wanted a real relationship. She wanted to kind of just have a good time. But it's really good. It's a hidden blessing because there's someone else who I've been talking to for a really, really long time. And I'm going to get into a bunch of details and stuff, but it kind of reminded me of who I like, who I truly care about, and why. So it's a very, very cool thing. It was a good experience. So that's it. The date was great. If you happen to care, I had a great time. And it's funny because I was going to, I didn't want to scare her off. I was going to do like a date EDC video. And I thought, man, that is the corniest bullcrap in the world. If that doesn't scare a girl off, I don't know what would. But anyway, yeah, just in case you had a weird fascination with my personal life. There you go. So I can tell you that I'm genuinely in love. But the hardest part about that is that a lot of times when you do feel love for someone, sometimes they don't always feel back. And you just kind of got to roll with it. But anyway, see what happens. Time will tell. But for now, that concludes this update video. I think that's what I'll call it, an update video. And yeah, I really got to go shave. I'm starting to look like the wolf man. Halloween's over. Can't pull this act off too much longer. Otherwise, I'll get arrested. See you later. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.